looking forward to a first competition proper tie for Chester in 9 years. York City, the opponents this weekend. In terms of the occasion, yourself, the staff and the players must be really relishing the challenge.
I think it's brilliant for the football club to be back in the FA Cup and back in the competition proper. We worked very, very hard to get here. We obviously came through the 2 rounds against lower ranked opposition, and then obviously that win at Hartlepool was terrific. So to have gone above and beyond in terms of a target of reaching the final qualifying round, to then make the competition proper, to have had some of the rewards that brings for the football club. But it's just really exciting for everyone involved. So we're very much looking forward to it. It's nice when the FA Cup balls are out on the training ground, and you certainly feel a real part of it when you're in the draw on ITV, and you're part of a competition that is unrivaled, isn't it, in domestic football. So we're looking forward to it, but there is a game to play, and we've had a taste of being in the competition proper, and we don't want that to end. So we've reached in the first round. We want to be obviously the only second time for the football club that would have reached the second round proper. So looking forward to it, well aware of the challenge ahead. It's going to be tough, going to be tougher than I think we envisaged perhaps 10 days to 2 weeks ago. We've had a lot of stuff that's gone against us, haven't we? That's going to make it challenging. But it's brilliant to be a part of it, and we want to keep being a part of it. We don't want our FA Cup journey to end come Saturday.
Come into the game on a fine run of form, 6 wins on the bounce. Obviously, we know you'll be without Tom Pearce this weekend, who's cup tied, of course, playing in the competition with his former club Macclesfield. How's the rest of the squad shaping up ahead of Saturday? That's
the challenge, isn't it? No Pearce cup tied, no Charlie Caton, as we know. Probably no Adam Thomas. It's going to be tough for us. Obviously, no Cole Hall, no Rhys Daly. Those forward players, those centre forwards, and then those almost options that can be centre forwards, to not have them available either, it's going to give us a challenge, and that means we'll have to change. We'll have to do something different. We relish that. We've had that before. We've had that early in the season against Kings Lynn. We've been really creative when we've got to spend any more. We'll find a way to be as competitive as we can be with what we've got, but it's always tough when you don't have a squad as big as perhaps others at our level, particularly when you're playing against the side in the league above who seem to have one of the biggest squads in this sort of level, where you almost envy that. Of at times we've had 15-16 fit. We're going to play a side in the league above missing some key players to us, missing goals, missing forward players, which makes it difficult. But we've always found a way, and we'll be creative, we'll tweak, we'll change, we'll find a way to get a team on the pitch as competitive as we can be. And when we're here, when we've been at the Diva with the fans behind us on these occasions, we always try and find a way, and I expect Saturday to be no different.
You've already claimed one National League scalp in this journey so far in Hartlepool. What can we expect from another higher league opposition in York City?
A mismatch again. The National League to National League North. The gulf in quality, in finance, in levels is enormous. I said it, the game when we played Nantwich here, there is less of a gap than us to York on Saturday. And we were terrific against Hartlepool. I thought we were absolutely terrific. But a lot's got to go your way. We scored after 13 minutes. Hartlepool became so predictable. They play in your hands a little bit, and you're able to score a second goal. It's a York side that won promotion out of this league and have then improved their personnel. It's a manager that knows his level of football, the level above ours, so well, and has always been at the right end of that league table. So it's a mismatch, and like I said on paper, when we went to Hartlepool we should get beat by 5. Perhaps here I think York should beat us by 3. I think here perhaps them coming to the Diva can make it a little bit more difficult than perhaps us going away. But a lot's going to need to go our way. Nothing other than the best version of us gets us a replay. Never mind progressing the competition. We can have no half measures on Saturday. It's got to be the best kind of performance. Now, what's pleasing for us is you've seen that in the last 7 to 10 days. Signs of that. I thought we were excellent against Scunthorpe. I thought we were really, really good against Southport, particularly in the first half. And we were resilient against Curzon on Saturday. But it's going to be a different type of test. So we'll find a way. We'll try and find a way. It's going to be tough. But we will know what to expect. And I think having already played this kind of game against Hartlepool, I think that gives us the opportunity to not go in blind. But let's be clear, nothing other than the best version of ourselves gives us any sort of chance on Saturday.
Talk about that gulf, but obviously being at home and having a big part to play will be the supporters who have pretty much sold out the tickets for the game.
Yeah, what we've shown in these kind of games is what an impact the crowd can have. I really felt that even early in the season, perhaps when we were up against it when Farsley Celtic come here, you felt that from the crowd, you felt the support for the team and their backing, an acknowledgement that we were in a tough moment then. I think you've seen the numbers that went to Curzon, I think you've seen the numbers that went to Southport on the Tuesday night, but I thought the fans were terrific here against Scunthorpe. It's the FA Cup. The FA Cup is about the supporters, and it's about the football club and where we might be able to take the club. To have worked as hard as we have to put the football club in the competition proper and the rewards that come with that, the players are very, very proud to have done that for the club and for the supporters. We want to go one better, and we want to be in the second round draw. We want to be able to get carried away and think we're one win away from the real big boys coming in. But we can't do this on Saturday without the fans. We can't do this on Saturday without the best version of Chester Football Club, which when we've called on the supporters to do that, they've always backed us in numbers, been really vocal, been right behind us. We're going to need that on Saturday. We're going to need that at 0-0. We're going to need that if we're in front in the game, and we're going to need it if we're behind, because that togetherness, that unity that I think a lot of clubs are envious of that we have at the moment, and I think that's been a big part of the recent form we've gone on. We need that Saturday. We want to be in the next round of the FA Cup. We want to progress in this competition for the club, for its supporters. Let's make sure that come Saturday 5 o'clock, win, lose or draw, that togetherness has certainly tried to play its part.